Hello, everybody. This is Tish just doing what you do. But guess where I'm at? Upstairs in my studio. It's a little junky up here because I have been moving fabric out and have been working on sewing projects. I like sewing, I like creating, I like making stuff. So I have been working on some stuff this summer. Just started because when fall season and the winter come on, I start new projects. So I was talking to some of the on a live. Hopefully the live will upload. I haven't seen it. I must have messed up again. But anyway, I was talking to some of the subscribers, some of the friends that's on our in our group, and I was telling them that I do sewing and different arts and craft projects and stuff like that as well, especially knowing when the winter come in, that season come, then I'm ready to do some projects, right? And so this season, I'm thinking about want to learn how to make a quilt. So I don't have a quilting machine, don't have none of those things like that, but I do want to make a rug. I think it's a jelly rug or something like that with the fabric. I want to make one of those, but also want to learn how to quilt. And I saw some easy way to quilt with your regular sewing machine and a patch quilt. That's what different patterns, little patches. And so I'm gonna learn how to do that. But what I have been making, and I learned from a lady on Facebook. Not Facebook, on YouTube. I'm gonna pull it up so I can give you her name because I want to you to know that when I found her, it just like it popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, I like it. So I've been watching a lot of her homemade different videos. Her videos she do at home. So I'm trying to see if she'll come up because every time seems like when I look for her, it don't show up. I don't know why, but I have a problem with it. So I'm going to see if I can find it, find her. I don't know. See, it might not even show up again. And I have to look at it. And this what happened last time when I was looking for her. And when I wasn't looking, it just popped up. She popped up. So if I put in what I was doing, I was looking for a video. It might not be in watch later. Maybe it's in my watch later feed. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. That's not it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into my other page and I'm gonna look for it. Anyway, I'm glad I'm recording this, not live. Oh, this always happens when I'm looking for somebody. Anyway, no, not Homestead Heart, not you. Looking for this lady that I like. I had her in my feed, and it was when I was looking up. Nope, it's not in there. Well, hey, well, she was making these. Let me look. Let me put up here. Canning, no, jar covers. Okay, so maybe she'll come up. Oh, I can't remember. Little Hill Homestead. That I think that's her. Yes, Little Hill Homestead. I like her. I like her, and she teaches the simple little things like how to do these simple things, and I love her thing. And this is what it looked like. I had found her, and I said, "Oh my goodness!" And I just subscribed to it because I've been watching her videos. So I like her different things. I'm learning different things. I do homemade stuff because I like to do homemade gifts during Thanksgiving. I don't do Christmas gifts out, but I do it during my Christmas time for thankful and being giving thanks to different to people and people I want to bless. So anyway, it was the jar covers that she did, and I made some of them jar covers. So I learned how to do it by looking at her video, and I did some or different colors. I did this one, got frogs on it, and got blue, and I got three of the same color. I need to make 4 look like sets, put on your jars. And I got this one, has like the black and white, the antique like type material, and this, and it's versatile. So like this one have this on that, and then you can reverse it, and I have that. It's a great one. And the blue one, this one has that, this color with the brown and turquoise, and then I have this on other. So it's reversible. You can put on. Each one has a reversible top. This one just have the same. I had like this pattern, and the other one have the same. So let me show you how they fit. Now this is a small little mason jar, and you just put it on top. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it on some of the things that I'm gonna give out for the holidays, and it's just gonna be a top. And I'm gonna start decorating my kitchen mason jar type things with my herbs and stuff in it with those tops on it as well. So that's why I'm going to make a couple more of those. I'm going to show you in this video about how I make the tops for the mason jar. And also I just cut out a pattern for make a bowl cover. And then I'm going to get into making my bread bags, because I make bread, different types of bread. So I wanted to get some different fabric to make my bread bags, you know, different ones. So it probably won't be the holiday colors or nothing like that, I don't think, unless I can find some browns and orange and stuff like that in here. But I don't know, I got so much fabric, so I have to look through some of my fabric haul stuff I have. So come on, and I'm gonna show you how I make them, okay? And this is one of my first tutorial about my crafty creation section, when I be sewing and making and all this stuff, and I don't show none of the videos. So I'm gonna get set up over here, and I'll bring you on and let you see. All right, stay tuned. Set up. I got me some water over here. I made this also, and I have another one downstairs. I use it for to cover my jars and stuff when I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna put my water over here. So it's kind of messy, of course, but I used this section for a lot of my craft stuff. Gotta clean up the table a little bit, and I usually listen to my book while I'm on this. So I'm gonna put my phone up over there. And if you've seen a lot of books and stuff, because I do read books, and I'm a tutor children. I used to teach homeschooling to children, as well as had an online academy. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what I'm going to move this back some, and I'm going to show you on this pattern what I'm doing. So I saw this one right here, and I did plug up my little ironing. I don't have an ironing mat underneath this. I just iron on my table, which I need to get me a little foam mat. I could make me one, really, with cardboard. Get one of the foam boards and put some of my material, wrap it with it, and I'll be straight. But I haven't did that. So, and this been working out okay by just doing it on this table. So I want to make sure the material is nice and smooth. It's not steaming. Oh, I got on no steam. No wonder it didn't steam. So just want to get some of the wrinkles out of it. I have a couple there. I found this one, but I know I had another one. And I bought a lot of this stuff. I even bought this right here. It was a at a yard sale years ago. It came with all different types of pieces with it. Didn't know none of the pieces that came with it. And now during this time, I know a little bit more about sewing, as me just learning as I go, you know, on how to do certain things, you know, and watching videos, or, you know, not having no traditional training. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut it down the middle. And I don't have a rotary. I did have a rotary cutter, but it stopped working. And then I bought the blades to go on it, and it still seemed like it didn't work. So I don't know. So what you do, you put the pieces right side together. Put the pieces right side together. Yep. And that's how you start off. Pieces right side together, right? And this I cut out, and I had to make me a 9-inch circle. It's an aqua circle to put on the patterns to make these tops. To make these 9 inches to make these reversible cover tops. I'm gonna put them right here. And if you're gonna make a bowl cover, it's gonna be 18. So for right now, we're doing some more of those tops. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trace around. I don't have a fabric pen, but I do have some markers. You're not gonna see the other side of that. So what I do, I just lightly trace this pattern. And the way I made this is that I measured it, and I have I left my little ruler downstairs. It's a little expandable ruler, and I don't have nobody here to go downstairs and get it. I'm not walking back down there. So I'm just gonna use one of those rulers I have here. So I'm just going to trace this around. It's not going to be perfect, but you're not going to notice it once you have cut it all out. Okay, so it's already traced around. And you see, I need to do a little bit here, which don't matter. And I'm going to cut this out. So I'll put this pattern to the side, take my scissors, I'm going to slit up here, and I'm going to cut this out. Now, if it looks like I'm cutting backwards or something, because it probably looks that way because I'm left-handed. So just let you know. Now, if you have a rotary one of rotary cutters, you can just cut that way around and you'll be done. Like I said, mine is acting on a fritz, so I don't know about that. Not right now. I'm not worried too much about it. I might just get a new one and start over with it, but I didn't throw it away because maybe I just put the blade in wrong or something. I don't know. Or I wasn't using it correctly. Could be. All those. Okay, so all that is cut, and let's see, there you go. And I don't throw away no scraps. I keep these because never know what I'm gonna need it for. Put it back in my scrap pile. So now with this, I usually have a little expander ruler which is downstairs, and I do not feel like getting it. I'm going to measure from the edge of this up here, and it's 1 inch, but I just need a 1/2 inch. What I'm not really going to measure this, but usually it's like a quarter right up in here, like a little bit. You're going to just sew this around on the edge, and then we have to flip it. So we're going to leave a space on this, and then once we flip it, I'm going to show you about the how many spaces in between we got to do it. So I'm going to put it on the sewing machine, and I'm going to use, I got black in here. I'm going to keep the black because it's got black in this. And I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to edge, put this, is on zigzags, so I need to put it on straight. And I'm going to edge this up to the edge of my presser foot. And that's going to give me that little 1/4 inch right here that I'm going to sew around, okay? And my thread tension is on 4. My stitch width is on 4. My stitch length is on 2. I kind of keep it at that set. I go back and forth to see if I'm doing like a design zigzag or something, so I can see if it's catching, especially when I'm doing my bowls. So, here it go. There we go. Keep going. So I want to get close as possible. I don't want to be so far out. And I'm going to leave a gap when I get back around here. I've been playing around with the sewing machine for years, so I'm not a perfect sewer. Don't know how to do everything, but I just try it. I keep moving. I made myself a new apron out of jeans recently. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there, leave a good little gap right here, and I'm going to push the backward, go back some, go forward and back a little bit, and I'm gonna stop. Lift it up, pull my needle up, pull it out, and get my little snips over here. Cut this off. I don't have all them fancy scissors and stuff that everybody else have. So, pull that back, make sure I have that. So I have an opening right here. That's the opening for here. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to flip it right side up. I'm just going to pull it in. Push the fabric through. And get my little, it was a wand when I was teaching and it broke off. So you can use anything to help you to push it through. To make sure you have all the ends out. Thank you all for subscribing and joining me during this time of my crafty creation section and sewing and making these. And just thank you for just being a part of my channel. And if you haven't, please do subscribe. And just want to be thankful for each and every one of you. So I did that, brought it all out. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna sew it. I don't have the little mat, which I really don't want to buy one, so I think I'm going to buy a postable, a foam board, and then cut it out and make me little small ones, and then put some material on top and probably get some of that adhesive spray and sew it down on it. So then I have a mat, a little sewing pad. I'm not sewing, but ironing board pad. Okay, so see, it don't mess up the table. And it's already creased down, ironed down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold these in, and I'm going to sew this in. There you go. Sew this in. So it can be already ready for when it's time to sew. It's not time to do that yet, but I'm going to have it so it's flattened. Do it again on this side. All right. Got a little dirt on my iron. Let's see, can we clean it up? Okay. So now what we're going to do now, you know, it's an awkward circle, right? Because I brought it down a little bit farther. I should have brought it back up a little bit so it could be oval. Let's see about doing that. Maybe I can. But I don't crease it so much. Let's see, can we bring it up a little bit more? Oh, well, I just leave it because I already increased it good. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my ruler. I usually have a expandable ruler. I usually use it at the part where I stop. and I see where I'm down to 1 inch. I'm gonna see, can I bring this camera down just a little bit more so y'all can see? Yeah, that could be good right there. All right, so I bring that in to 1 inch. I'm just gonna put a dot. So that right there is 1 inch in. I want to start sewing there. But on this sew, I'm going to leave the gap open. So where I left that open, I think I'm going to leave, I don't have to leave much space open. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start right here, come down to that 1, put a dot here. So this is going to be my starting point here. And I'm going to go all the way around. And I usually put a couple of dots around just so I know I will stay on the same pattern. But I'm going to show you on my sewing machine what I do to help me to stay on there. So now, bring the sewing machine up. And I'm going to start stitching this. Let's start right here. So right here is where I'm going to start. And this is a straight stitch I'm doing. I don't do no zigzags yet. I'm going to show you where I'm going to do a zigzag at. And I take a piece of sticky notes. I put my material here. Put my presser foot down. Make sure it's right in the middle where I need it. Make sure my string is back. And I will take this, and usually it's lined up with the last line right here on your sewing machine. But if it's not, I just take this and I put it right there. So that tells me to stay right on that line. So when I'm sewing around, my material should stay right on that edge of that to help me to stay focused on it. So I'm going to go forward and go back a little bit when I start. And I go back. And then we're going to start. I don't go too fast. Try to stay. Okay. I'm turning. Make sure it's staying on that part. And I'm turning. Sometimes I go off a little bit, but I want to make sure I stay that inch. Yeah. See, long as that is touching the edge of that, I'm still good. And I stay focused on that. Sometimes I go off just a little tad, and I get myself back on track. Sometimes I don't want to go too far in and too far out. So now I'm getting close to up here. And I'm going to stop right there at that little circle that I stopped. And I'm going to go forward and go back. And I'm going to stop, press a foot up, and lift my needle up. Take my little scissors and cut these strings off. Okay. And I put that back in there. Okay. So now I have that going around. And now I'm going to have to do another one. Push that back. So this one is going to be closed. So where I'm at, right. Wait a minute. Oh no. Did I leave a space open or did I close it up? No, I got it so. I thought I left it. I thought I closed it, but I got a little space open. That's enough. Well, I could have left a little bit more, but I left that little bit. So I had to find it at first. So what I'm going to do next is that wherever I stopped at, I'm going to go back to the edge here. That's 1 inch. And I'm going to do a 1/2 inch in because my elastic is about a 1/2 inch wide. So what I can do, I can do a half or a little bit more. So I make sure I have enough room to put this in. Now you could always do a smaller band. I did buy a smaller one thinking that I needed this one, but I thought I didn't know which one it was, so I'm gonna use this while I have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this a little bit more than I have. So I'm gonna put it right there. So once I put it there, I like to do a couple more. Bring that up to the top. Come in. Let me see. That will be here, here, right here, here, here. Come on around. And that will be right. Hold on. There you go. Right here. And I like to do a little bit of, I think that's a little bit too far in myself, but let's bring it down just a little bit. And you're not going to see none of that anyway. You'll see what I'm saying. All that going to be hidden. Come down. That's a half. That's an inch, half, and mark right there. So I do a couple of them to help me guide myself around. And I could come back around, just go a little bit farther over into it. And you can put another dot just to make sure you're on track. There you go. So make sure when you come around, you on the right pattern. Now, with that, you're going to need 7 inches of this, which you're going to measure this out at first. Take this, go to the edge of your ruler, measure all the way down 7 inches. And then once you measure down to 7 inches, you take your scissors and you cut it. I cut a little bit past it, just a little bit, because it helps when you put it in, you have to do that. And then I'll take a safety pin. And this one bent a little bit. Hopefully, I'll pray that it don't come loose, because I was trying a new project. It was a thicker material, but we're going to use this. So right now, let's take this open and we're going to stick it in my pin holder. Put this back. And let's get our sewing machine. And I'm going to start over here where I got the opening. And this one is no opening. This is a closed one. So this one will go all the way to your screw on your sewing machine, excuse me. So what I will do, I'll put my presser foot down. I'll take my little sticky pad and put it right there at the edge of my material. And that will help with my guide. Now I'm going to go forward and back a little bit. And go back. I'm going to go forward and I'm going to keep sewing around. So make sure it's a little off, I can tell. But I'm going to keep going. That's why them little dots help me out a little bit. The more dots you put, the better you'll be with the focus on making sure you have the right length in between. So I think that's still good. And you can always stop and then measure right where your piece at before, and it's on point. Very good. So I'm coming back to the beginning. I don't go real fast, I just go my speed. And I come right back to where I start, back up, go forward, and stop. Press a foot up, needle up, pull it out. And I push my sewing machine back. So now, okay, so now as you can see, I have one open right here. It's on the other side. And I have one closed. So it's a pattern going around, circle. It's an awkward circle, you know. It's not perfect. So I will take my pen, close it up. And then I will stick it inside of here. So now I have a little tunnel that I can pull my pen through with the attached elastic. So I keep pushing, and I wait until my elastic comes to the top, and I'll pin this with one of my stick pins on top, right there, so I can hold it while I am still pushing this through the material in the tunnel. So I'm gonna keep pushing, and I don't have any more, so this one's gonna be by itself. It don't have a matching, didn't have any more material with this color. So I'm trying to use up the scrap type patterns I have to make these, and I love them. I mean, when I started making, I said, oh, this is kind of, at first I was messing up. I did the first one perfect. Try to do it again. I had to watch the video twice to make sure what I was doing wrong. I wrote the instructions down, the numbers, and I'm like, what I did wrong? And then I figure out what I did. I did not flip it. So now we're back up to the front, and I'm going to come right through the same hole where I started at on the opposite side. If I can find it. There you go. There you go. He coming on through. Come on through. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Because Jesus is my doctor. Ooh, he writes up all of my scripture. He gives me all of my medicine in the room. All right. So now I have both of these in here and both of them up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them out, both of them up, try to twist that back around. I think it was twisted. It doesn't matter really. Be nice if it were flat. And now I have these two together. So I'm going to put this in my sewing machine, and I'm going to put it right in here. Pressure foot down. And I'm going to sew it forward, back, sew it forward, back. I do it quite a few times to make sure it's secure. Sometimes it goes off track. See how it is? It's not even. But it's all right because it's going to be in between the material. You're not going to see it. So then I'm going to pull it so I can go down into the material. And it's hidden away in the material. See? It's down in the little hole down there. And it's hidden away. And I done made it. But I'm not finished yet. Now, actually right now, you're done. Just moving the band around, the material around, and you got your little hat. They could use these little hats for doll babies too. You know that they could be awesome. So, it's done. But what I like to do is make some little decorative, and you can close this up right on the side by stitching with your needle and thread, or you could take your sewing machine and go real close and close it up. But what I do, I like to do a zigzag design on the end. Some sewing machine have different decorative designs, and I have this is zigzag right here. I like. So it's number 2 on my machine. So what I do is I go in here, right where the opening is at, and I make sure my pieces are together. Remember, I ironed it together. And what I do, I put the material right in the middle of the presser foot, right in the middle. So it's going to look like when you put if you put the needle down, it look like it's on the outside of it, but it goes in and out, zigzags. So I make sure the material is in the middle of the opening of the presser foot, and then I start sewing around. And I take my time. And I don't have to back stitch because I'm going to over stitch when I come back around. So, there you go. Go around. So a lot of sewing machine have different patterns you can do on the lip of this, but I like the zigzag. So open it up a little bit. Make sure I have that ready. This is an old sewing machine. I don't know how long she had it. Her mother had passed, the woman I bought it from, and it was her mother's sewing machine. The same stuff she wrote on it, still on it. Same notes she had in the carrier, everything. And it helped me, guide me in learning how to sew for myself. She passed on, and the daughter didn't want to do it. And she passed it on, really. She didn't realize she passed it on somebody she didn't even know. Or learning to sew. So something just happened. Let's see what's going on there. I wonder what happened. Okay, make sure these is up. Coming around. Oh, okay, going too fast. Slow down, Tish. Not on the edge. Kind of messed up a little bit. You will never know. Unless I just, like I just told you, went over a little bit. It's supposed to stay in the middle. Okay, so I'm coming to the end. And I'm at the end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over that. I'm going to back stitch. And I'm finished. I don't want to do too many stitches over top, because they're going to look too thick. So you see what I'm saying about the stitching? I don't know if you can see it. The stitching. You make your own design on the edge. It gives it some dimension, some definition. So it's done. And you turn it's the inside out. And it goes on top of the jar. I don't have any. Oh, I have my mason jar that I brought up here. It's for wide mouth and regular jar. So, and also they can go for the larger containers too. I have tried them on there. So I might show the picture I took earlier. I haven't posted. So you can see. And what I'm not finished with this really, because what I want to do is to find something. I'm always so extra. Find something. I don't know if I want to do these. Want to find something. I really want to find something that got a word on it, like peace, love, just something, a little tag that's little, and or I can iron on and put it right on the edge of each one of my toppers. Something to signify me. So I haven't went to the craft store to find it, and I didn't see anything I have in my stuff here. I didn't see anything I have. So for right now, it's nothing on either one of those, but I know what I want, and I'm gonna just look for it and see if I find anything that would resemble what I want to put on it. Just something small on the lip, you know. And I did get something else to go on top of some of the other ones. It supposed to be for this. I did one like this, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted. It's okay, but it's not, the material wasn't what I wanted. So I bought these little stick things to go on top, and I don't know will this work for this one, but maybe for some kind of solid. Maybe if I find some other and put right on the top. See, that's kind of cute, right? Now we're looking for some stickers that will go real small on the side, but that would be awesome. Ooh, that's pretty, isn't it? Wait a minute, I might put that on there. Give me some adhesive, because this is not going to hold. Or I might just sew it. Put some adhesive on it and put it right here. Oh, I love that. That look good. I wonder if any of the other ones. I didn't even think about putting that on the side. I might go get something to put on the side like that. Think about something small. That flower look good. Maybe this one. Oh, that's pretty. That flower look nice. Let's look. Let's see. Let's put this on here. Because that yellow come out. Put this right here. Oh, that is pretty. And I thought about on the top. Look at that. That look cute. Oh, yes. instead of going on top, I will put that on the side like a hat for real. Oh, yes. So that's going to be one of my things with these. Thank you, Lord. And it was marked down like $1. It was over $1 something in one of those craft stores. So I'm going to get some other ones, different ones. I saw some acorns or something. I might get that and hot glue it on the side. Something deal with fall or something like that. Or any season or something to relate to me. Maybe some hearts. Something. I don't know. I'll find something that jump out at me. Let's have your water. So, let me take you up so we can look at each other. Well, that concludes the tutorial of sewing the jar toppers. Okay? That concludes that. My hair. I'm supposed to be getting it done, I think, this week. Anyway, I'm going to make some more. I got some more to make. And I'm going to work on my bowl next. So, I wanted to show you a little bit something I did. And my apron. I need to show you my apron. So, I made another one. I'm not finished with it because I'm not really pleased with it. Because I have some more work to do to it. And I'm going to make some more. So, I like gardening aprons to help put my things in. So, I made the ones that if you watch some of my videos and my garden videos, the ones I have on, I made all of those. So, I started making jean ones this year. And so, I'm going to get into making some more jean ones. And I don't like the one that come all the way up on me unless I'm cooking. So, I'm going to make some more jean ones. Go to Goodwill and find me some more material and make some more jean aprons. I like those. And this is my second one. First one was nice. The second one is okay. I tried to do something different and I didn't like it too well. So, I don't know. I might change it. Because I don't like what I did now. I want it a little bit different. So, hey, sometimes that happens. It happens like that. So I'm thinking about changing. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial about making the bowl toppers. And I will see you in the next video with Crafty Creations. Be blessed. Bye now.